Attraction. What a fascinating, unpredictable force. It pulls at the heart, confounds the mind, and in the case of avoidant partners, operates on a wavelength that might surprise you. Today, we're delving into the enigmatic psyche of avoidant partners and unveiling the traits they find irresistibly attractive. It's not what you'd expect, and it holds a mirror to both their fears and their deepest desires. Shall we? Let us begin with a paradox. Avoidant partners crave connection, yet fear closeness. They long for love, yet keep it at arm's length. This dichotomy means their attraction isn't guided solely by the surface, by charm, looks, or wit, but by something far deeper, something rooted in their internal push and pull between independence and intimacy. Now, you might ask, what exactly do they find attractive? The answer lies in traits that balance their need for space while inviting the possibility of closeness. These are qualities that signal stability, security, and most importantly, a kind of emotional strength that doesn't demand but quietly offers. Let us explore. First and foremost, independence. To an avoidant partner, independence is like a lighthouse in a storm, steady, reliable, and never encroaching. They gravitate toward those who have their own passions, their own lives, and dare I say, their own inner world. This doesn't mean cold detachment, but rather a quiet confidence in walking one's own path. Imagine, if you will, a bird soaring freely in the sky. It's not the cage that attracts it, but the open expanse, the promise of flight alongside another. Avoidants seek partners who can glide beside them, not clip their wings. Independence signals to them, I am whole on my own. I want you, but I don't need you. And oh, how that want but not need dances enticingly in their minds. Next, confidence. True confidence, not bravado. Avoidant partners are drawn to those who are self-assured, who stand firmly rooted in their own worth. Confidence tells them, you don't need to rescue me. I can handle myself. Picture a mountain. Its grandeur isn't in its height alone, but in its immovable presence. A confident partner exudes that same grounding energy, making them a safe harbor for the avoidant's ever-fluctuating emotions. Avoidants admire those who don't rely on others for validation because, deep down, they fear being someone's sole source of stability. Emotional resilience is another trait avoidants find magnetic. Life, as we know, is a series of storms, some gentle, others ferocious. An avoidant partner, sensitive to emotional turbulence, seeks someone who can weather those storms with grace. But here's the twist. It's not about being emotionless or stoic. No, resilience is about feeling deeply yet remaining composed, navigating emotions without losing oneself. To the avoidant, this is an anchor in the tempest, a partner who can hold steady even when the seas of intimacy get rough. Now, this one may surprise you. Avoidants often shy away from emotional conversations, yet they admire direct communication in others. Why? Because clarity is disarming. When you express your needs plainly, without ambiguity or games, it removes the guesswork, the hidden expectations that they dread. Imagine a clear, still lake. There are no ripples, no shadows lurking beneath the surface. Just transparency. Direct communication offers the same tranquility. It allows the avoidant partner to step into the waters of connection without fear of unseen depths. Finally, emotional strength, the kind that embraces vulnerability without drowning in it. Avoidants admire those who can sit with their feelings, process them, and emerge stronger on the other side. This strength offers a quiet invitation. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to run. I can hold space for both of us. But let us not confuse this with emotional labor. It's not about carrying the avoidance burdens, but rather modeling a way of being that says, you are safe to feel here. To an avoidant partner, this is like sunlight breaking through a foggy morning, gentle, illuminating, and impossible to ignore. But let us not romanticize too much. There is a shadow side to what avoidants find attractive, a side rooted in their fears and coping mechanisms. Sometimes they are drawn to emotional intensity not because they seek it, but because it reflects a part of themselves they've repressed. They may be captivated by someone's passion, only to retreat when that passion grows too close. Or they may admire someone's independence, yet feel threatened when it means they cannot control the terms of closeness. This is the dance of the avoidant, always balancing on the edge of desire and fear. Now, how do avoidant partners act when they are truly in love? Here lies the beautiful contradiction. They may not shout it from the rooftops, nor display their affection in grand, sweeping gestures. Instead, their love reveals itself in quieter, subtler ways. They'll make room for you in their carefully guarded world, a world where few are invited. They'll seek your opinion, value your thoughts, and perhaps most tellingly, allow themselves to be vulnerable in moments they'd otherwise retreat. They might even surprise you by initiating closeness, a step that feels monumental for someone so attuned to maintaining distance. So what does this mean for you, dear viewer? If you find yourself drawn to an avoidant partner, understanding is your greatest gift. By embodying the traits they find attractive, independence, confidence, resilience, directness, and emotional strength, you create a space where they feel both safe and inspired. But remember, this is not about changing who you are to meet their needs. It's about recognizing your own worth and offering them the opportunity to step into a connection that challenges their fears while honoring your value. In the end, the traits avoidant partners find attractive are the very qualities that challenge them to grow. They are drawn to those who show them what's possible, a connection that doesn't suffocate, but liberates, a love that doesn't demand but invites. And so, my dear viewer, I leave you with this. Be the lighthouse, steady and unwavering. Let your light shine not to chase them, but to guide them should they choose to navigate toward you. And if they do, it will be because they see in you not just what they want, but what they aspire to become.